mind control, he should be in fine position. Now going to be transferring some drones to the third, and this Protoss ball is on the move, but it looks like it's just going to be knocking down this rock. But coLCatZ very well on top of his game, has a Zergling here, so he knows that his opponent is at least somewhat ready to take a fourth. But interesting, it looks like the Protoss ball was just here to clean out that Zergling that was grabbing this tower, but it doesn't matter for. Wow, this is so close. I mean, ToD has a observer right here, and it is just outside the range of this Zergling. If he had moved that observer with his army, he would have seen it for sure. And it looks like there was. I guess coLCatZ saw the moving observer, because when they move, even if they're cloaked, you see the ripple around him. So I guess coLCatZ was able to see it. And wow, phenomenal hallucination. I guess coLCatZ does not have, but he does have detection, so he is going to know which one is real, which one is not. But that overseer cannot get too close. I mean, this is too many Stalkers, it will just melt away. I don't think coLCatZ has any roach left. No, he doesn't. So there's I take that back. There is some, but not nearly enough to tank for these infestors. Very well burrowed there to save their life, but for how much longer? I mean, this is just so little roaches against so many units. Nice mind control there, but going down on the wrong unit. We saw that he mind controlled 3 Colossus, but all of them were fake ones. Not really microing this overseer. I don't blame him. I mean, back then there were so many Stalkers. If you even try to micro it, it's gonna get destroyed very, very, very fast. Ultralisk Cavern on the way, but I fear that time may be running out for coLCatZ. His third has been completely cleaned out, and the Protoss army is still looking pretty healthy. We see that almost double the harvester advantage for ToD. So ToD in a commanding lead, having just cleaned out that third high yield expansion of coLCatZ, and his army count is looking very well. His income is skyrocketing ahead of his opponent, and yeah, not much Zerg player can do at this moment. Still sticking with Infestor is very nice. Just because it didn't work out for you once, it could be just because his opponent had an overwhelming number. Infestor nowadays is almost a necessity for Zerg. Very rarely will you see Zerg players skipping those units. And looks like that Zergling was just taken out, and ToD is going to be grabbing his high yield again. I mean, he is just beating his opponent hand down. Not much coLCatZ can do at this moment, really. He is desperately trying to expand, but his saturation, I don't think he even has enough drones that would allow him to saturate both of these expansion, and the third is going to be locked down again. Looks like he did cancel there, so was able to recover some minerals. But wow, look at the supply count. We see that ToD is just about 40 supplies ahead of max, and coLCatZ is still about half supply, very close to 100, and he is getting Ultralisk, so I guess he's pinning all his hope on these Ultralisks that they will be able to. They really have to be a game changer. I mean, this is 22 minutes into the game. His opponent has a commanding harvester, commanding economic lead ahead of coLCatZ as well. Usually you see that Zerg player get to the 200 for either Terran or Protoss, but in this case ToD has gotten to 200, and coLCatZ is nowhere close to 200, not even maxed out on Overlord supply. He's just so strapped for cash, not gonna be able to beat his opponent on a supply count. But we see that some very good neuroparasite going down here, but I mean, not enough ultras, not enough roaches to tank for those infestors, and they're all gonna die. So coLCatZ losing game number 3, but he did win game number 1 and 2, so he was able to knock out his opponent ToD in round number 3 of the MLG Annaheim opening bracket with a score of 2-1. So it looks like that is game. Thanks again for joining me. Goodbye for now, and good game.